Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel for a review on the W Dragon 1/15th scale Indoraptor from Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. I hope you enjoyed the review. Drop a like on it for me, subscribe to the channel, and follow me on Instagram at DeanKnight333. Now, the Indoraptor is not a dinosaur that ever existed in real life. It was created within the movie, which basically makes it a movie monster, and a very effective one. I love the look and design, the physicality, the behavior. I notice that when he gets shot with the tranquilizer darts by that mean dude who likes to pull the teeth, the way it falls and pretends to have passed out, it's very dramatic, like, oh, you know, falling in the cage. It just seemed so funny to me. It's very subtle, but I picked up on it, just the way it drops when it's pretending to have passed out. It's like being all dramatic about it, to fool him into coming in, and then he devours him. And deservingly so. That guy was a total jerk. But just everywhere you look, I love the pose W Dragon chose. It's very much like they just paused the movie at a certain point when it was in that cage, being bidded on by all those different rich people in the building. I think they've just done a phenomenal job. This is one of the best sculpted pieces I've ever seen of anything. Absolutely perfect pose. Comes in a very nice box. It's a picture of the piece there itself, very nicely lit, but that's the prototype, I guess, because it does seem a little bit more detailed in the paint job, especially the eye. It's all present on my one, but it could just be the lighting and contrast and stuff like that they do afterwards when they take the picture. But the prototype here looked absolutely insane, like it's right out of the movie. That looks like a shot from the film, but I'm pretty sure it is this piece. And you have 1/15th scale Jurassic World Indoraptor statue, 1/15th scale collection color matching. And then you got an official Universal officially licensed product doohickey there. And on the side here we have a really nice close-up of one of the arms, fingers and claws. Very nicely done. Corner got a little bit bashed up there, unfortunately. Yep. On the other side of the box we have a much more close-up view of that head sculpt. Wow, look at the teeth. I'm tempted to add a little bit of blood around the mouth. Tempted. May not do it, but it would be very subtle if I did. And on the last side here we just have a nice shot of the back of the neck, I think. Beautiful work on that. So really nice box. Now you can detach the Indoraptor from his base and he will stand on his own, but because of the nature of the more narrow stance of these dinosaurs, I wouldn't risk leaving him like that, but you certainly can stand up just fine without the base for your pictures when you're doing stuff like that. Love the muscles in the legs and the arms. Really, really nice. I'll show you from the other view. I'll put it on the rotating base for you, let you see it turning. Awesome work on the feet, toes and nails there, the sickle claw. Very bird-like when you look at the feet, the ankles. An insane level of detail on the sculpt. Nice work on the side here with the yellowy orange kind of patterning. Yeah, and the eye is certainly painted just fine. It just maybe needs a little bit of gloss on the eye, which I could do. And take me time with stuff like that and think about it. But the camera loves this piece. This is one of those occasions where the camera does do it justice. I mean, it's nice to see it in person, but honestly it's reading very true on the screen here as I'm looking at it. I'll just put him on his side for a second so we can see the detail underneath. There's a lot of it there. Beautiful work on the underneath of the neck and the chest. All the wrinkles and veins and scales. Really nice work. Freaky fingers and claws, man. This would absolutely tear you to pieces. If they don't do it, the feet will, and then the mouth will take care of the rest. It's a very creepy looking creature. Alright, now we'll take a look at the piece on the rotating base. Appreciate all the details as it turns, and then I'll zoom in and give you a closer look, but start out from further away. Absolutely adore the pose. Very confident stride to this beast. Love the detail, those kind of quills coming off the elbow area. And the claws are really nice and long and satisfying. Even the view from the back there looks amazing. Love the colouring. Get down nice and low. Absolutely terrifying creature. It's very sleek. It's the kind of impression, that pose, the way the back goes up and then the tail just so nicely curves and turns. Now he is 1/15th scale, and most of my other Jurassic Park, Jurassic World stuff is usually in the 1/35 scale. So he's a fair bit bigger than he should be next to those other T-Rexes that I have and the Raptors and such. Spinosaurus, but there isn't that many options out there really for a really good Indoraptor. I think this is one of the best, although I'd have to look into it. I'm not sure if Prime 1 did one, but I mean, it's hard to beat this pose and this sculpt and the attitude that this particular piece gives off. It is absolutely beautiful. Look at that. Alright, now I want to get a nice close-up look at the mouth area and the teeth, and we'll see how accurate they are. I also wish there was just a bit more gloss on the eye. It's just not enough, so I'll have to try and do that myself. The teeth have a really nice translucency to them, but I don't really think that's very accurate. If we come over here to the image on my phone, they do, they look like teeth. They've got that tooth colour to them. There you go. Obviously, there's some weathering and some staining there, but they look like teeth. Whereas over here on the Indoraptor mouth, it's just, they're very, transparent, and there's like almost like a thick, kind of honey-like coating over them. Don't dislike them. They have a really nice effect. I mean, from regular viewing distance, they catch the light really well. I think that was the main aim when they were coming up with this for the figure. I think they just wanted the light to catch the teeth in a really nice way, which they definitely do. It's just when you really scrutinize and get up close, you kind of wonder where the actual tooth is, because they just seem to be made of glass, which they are not, but it kind of gives off that impression. But the placement of the teeth, the position, really nicely done. No movable jaw, so there's no visible seams or joints. It's all very smooth and accurate looking. Looks awesome from this angle here. Now, the Indoraptor here, wasn't it a combination of the Raptor and an Indominus Rex? I think that's what it was. It's just, it does still bear that resemblance to an Indominus Rex as far as some of the shaping of the head, at least from my memory anyway. I'm not an expert on the Indominus Rex. I don't have any in the collection. I was thinking about it, but I definitely prefer the Indoraptor, so I went with that. But it does remind me of the Indominus from the first of that latest trilogy, Jurassic World. Height comparison wise, I think it scales up quite nicely with a NECA Ultimate figure. I'm thinking of the scene in the movie where it bit the guy, took his arm off, and for a moment his arm was in his mouth, and I think that looks about the right size for that bite radius. It's got, God, it just looks so evil, doesn't it? So cool. Those quills really give it something. But yeah, I think it's a pretty good scale up next to an Ultimate NECA figure. Now here we have the W Dragon Indoraptor next to a W Dragon T-Rex, very much based on Rexy from the original Jurassic Park movie. However, this one was not officially licensed, so it doesn't have any, markings under the base. It's just, it is what it is. Later on, well now, they have the license for, I don't know how it works, but they seem to be doing officially licensed stuff, so good for them. Also, the Spinosaurus is also by W Dragon, and that is an incredible piece. Check out the review for that recently on the channel. What a pose, what a sculpt, absolutely incredible. But again, this one is not officially licensed, although I think they have done some officially licensed Spinosaurus since this one. I think there's one with a really nice base with part of the plane that crashed in the third movie by his feet. Awesome stuff. But the Indoraptor is 1/15 scale, but these other two are 1/35 scale. So if the Indoraptor was in scale with these two other pieces, he would be much smaller than he is here. But it's okay. He's also quite heavy because of the base as well, so I'm a bit worried about putting him on one of my shelves because they can take a good bit of weight, but I don't know if it's a good idea to put this particular piece up there. We'll see how that goes. Alright folks, I'll wrap it up and give you my final thoughts and score out of 10. I just put it on the shelf to give you a little bit of a different look at it under different lighting and just show you how it looks against a nice white background. Really hits home with the pose. You can see there's no distractions with the white wall behind it. Really looks nice. So short and sweet really. I mean it's obvious, no brainer if you're into the Indoraptor design. This is one of the best representations of the creature and it's absolutely glorious. For me, I'm going to give it a 9.5. It's very, very verging on 10 territory, but like I said, with the teeth, although, it is a great effect, but even from here you can tell with the front bottom teeth there that they're kind of translucent, where they should be more of an actual tooth kind of look to them. I feel a bit harsh, docking a little bit of a half a point there for the teeth because they are still very impressive, but not extremely accurate. So gotta go like a 9.5. That's the only thing I can really complain about. I think it's a fantastic piece, so highly recommended from me. Let me know what you think in the comments. I am very disappointed because, nothing to do with this figure, but on a different subject, the Howling custom werewolf that I'm waiting for should have been here Tuesday. It's going to be Friday by the time this goes up on the channel. Customs in the UK have been holding on to it for like a week now. Me and David, who I got it from in the USA, we paid for 1 business day shipping from America, 1 day, and it was here. He sent it on Friday and it arrived in the UK. It was here Monday, ready to go, but UK Customs are just being horrible. We were just trying to get it here as fast as possible, but UK Customs are just really delaying things. I had so many plans for the Howling video. I was going to do an unboxing, let that sit on the channel for a day, then get on with the in-depth review, and then hit you boom with the showcase video with all the cool pictures and poses and all that fun stuff. But by the time it gets here now, it's going to be quite a rush to get the content up in time for Halloween, which I'm, as long as it gets here tomorrow, which is Friday, or the time you're watching this today, yeah, hopefully UK Customs will release the beast. It's Eddie Quist, 1/6 scale werewolf figure from that original 1981 Howling movie. I can't wait to show it to you. But they're really, really dragging things out. That's my other custom werewolf that I got some years ago. An absolutely awesome piece, but wait till you see what I got coming. I'll bring you a review on it as soon as it gets here. But it's really got me quite stressed out because since Monday I've just been staring out my window looking for the UPS van, and every day. Today was a hard one because you don't really see UPS vans around my way very much, but today I saw one slowly indicating to turn into my road, and I was like, yes, the werewolf is here. No, someone else, nothing to do with me. So, oh man, hopefully tomorrow or today, Friday, whatever. So sorry for the delay with the Howling video, but it's out of my hands. UK Customs are being absolute CUN, but just getting these videos up in the meantime. The Indoraptor here is kind of a horror creature, so he kind of fits in nicely with the Halloween vibe. But don't worry folks, I'll be bringing you some cool werewolf content on the channel very soon. You can look forward to that. Alright, I will see you soon. Leave me a comment, let me know how you're doing. Always good to hear from you. Please drop a like on this video for me. And I'll see you soon. Take it easy. Bye bye.